Hey folks, it's Necro Black here with the Necro Black vlog number, what is this, 17? Yeah, it is number 17. Jesus Christ. And again, we're going to talk about religion. But more specifically, we're going to talk about one religion, alright? But before I get into that, I know you guys are probably, I know a lot of my fans, I probably lost a couple of fans just now, based on the cap that I'm wearing. Yeah, my boys won. New York Giants won the Super Bowl this past weekend, which congratulations to my boys. Eli Manning, the man. Also, Humanura, the man. And big celebration here in New York and in New Jersey. Our brothers from the next state, you know. Um, you know, and it's weird that we're speaking about religion and I just mentioned football, because football is technically a religion in this country. It really is. Most sports are, if you think about it. I mean, there's the fundamentals of basketball, baseball, football, soccer, boxing, wrestling, professional wrestling, and people know the differences between the two. And yeah, But the weird thing is, people don't necessarily treat it like a religion. They treat it as a sport. That's what it is. You know, religion is a religion. It's something that's deeply rooted in faith, in belief of spiritual beings and things of that sort. Now, what does that have to do with anything here? What does this? What does this? What does any of that have to do with this vlog? What does that have to do with the subject of religion? And I know some of you who have seen my other vlogs are probably saying, "Didn't you cover this in like number 12?" Yeah, I did cover it in number 12. But you know what? It's one of those times where I feel the need to cover it again. And before I cover it, I know a lot of you saw my hair the last time, and I was doing a fro hawk, and I did the fro hawk, and it was kind of small, but it was still a fro hawk, but it looked more like a mini fro. Well, this time, the fro hawk exists. Yep, folks, it's actually grown out to a full-fledged fro hawk. And it looks so fucking uneven on camera. Oh man. But yeah. Let me get back to the subject at hand. Okay. And before I do that, let me lower my volume because okay, it's up to level 3, level 2. There we go. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to text me. She's actually on her way home right now. But yeah, hot ass hat. It's actually hot in this apartment, and I'm wearing a thermal. So, anyway, um, before I go into the actual subject, I guess I should give you a backstory. A couple of years ago, I was coming home from work. I actually stopped by my job, had just cashed my check, picked up breakfast, and was gonna head home to go to sleep because I was working a night shift. And I seen this lady sitting at a table inside the train station. This was on 125th Street in Lenox, 125th Street station where the 4, 5, and 6 train is at. And she was on. She was right before the turnstile, before I was about to swipe in to go home. And this lady was giving stress tests. And when she was giving the stress test, it was a cylinder. It's about the size of this Pepsi bottle, right? You had to hold it like this, and I guess it would read your blood pressure or your pulse. That's right. No shameless plugging here. Gotta love it. And when I got to look over the table, she had several. She had like a couple of piles of books, and as I'm looking over the books, I noticed that the lady was actually a member of the Church of Scientology. Now, for anybody that's around my age group, which is about mid to late 20s, early 30s, if you were a kid in the 80s and early 90s, you remember the commercial. It was an all-black commercial, and then you'd see a picture of a volcano coming out of the screen, and then this would pop up. Yep, I have a copy. Now, I'd seen the book, I'd seen the commercial, and I'd always wanted to know what was the big deal about this whole Scientology thing. Now, for a book this big, you would think it's about $20, right? No, it's about $8. And yes, I attempted to read the book. I attempted to read this, right? Now, I, like I said, it piqued my interest. I saw the book. I thought, okay, I see the commercial. Oh yeah, my cat's probably like messing around over there, so she crawls behind me. Don't mind her, she's horny. I don't know why these cats get horny like every week or something. They catch heat or something. I gotta get that cat spayed or something. Anywho, I decided to check this out because apparently there's an entire religion on this, which is Scientology. So I picked up the book. And picked up the book, and I'm thinking, geez, I actually go through the entire, like the number of pages. There's 701 pages. Okay, because this is the last page right here. Really 702, because there's a word from L. Ron Hubbard at the back. 702 pages. Okay. And apparently this is like the basic. This is the Bible for Scientology, roughly. This right here. This right here is this for Scientology. Okay. Now, I attempted to read it. And you'd think, since there's 702 pages, of course you're gonna get your table of contents and stuff like that, and you do. But the book doesn't officially start till about page 8. So all this table of contents, forward from actors. Ironically enough, John Travolta's name is in there. And a to the reader. And I'm starting to get tired already reading this. Yeah. The official page 1, which is how to read this book, which, oddly enough, if you ask any priest, and this is the truth, there's a specific way to read this book. And I think this book should have one of these pages. And then the book starts on page 9. Now, I told you that I went through 6 pages of the book. And if I didn't say it, then I'm going to say it now. I went through 6 pages of the book. Or 6 pieces of paper. Technically, I went 10 pages through the book. And by the time I reached page 19, I fell asleep. Now, you probably can say that maybe it's just because it's a book, it's a religious context or anything like that. But if that's the case, then why am I almost I started reading the Bible, and I was damn near to Exodus. And Exodus is like page 49 of the Bible. Okay? This is the beginning of Exodus right here. Okay? Page 48 is the beginning of Exodus. Why would I be able to do that with the Holy Bible, but I couldn't do that with Scientology? And this was written by a sci-fi novelist. Well, I can tell you the truth. The whole religion, and I read the Cliff Notes, and even the back cover pretty much states it. This is just a glorified self-help book. That's all it is. And the entire religion is just a glorified self-help thing with a sci-fi background. Now, obviously, it sounds kind of hypocritical of me to say this like this, because in vlog number 12, and let me make sure, yeah, vlog number 12, in vlog number 12, you know, I spoke about respecting people's religions and beliefs, and I'm not saying that I'm knocking the religion, because I'm not. I'm not knocking it at all. But I just don't feel it's for me. And the book could have been, I don't know. I just couldn't get through it. You know, I tried to read it, and it just wasn't for me. And this is how you can tell that I haven't touched this book since. It's still on page 19, right? I bought this book in like 2005. I showed my sister the book the other day, actually yesterday, and she was like, the book has new book smell and old book smell. Old book smell on the outside, new book smell on the inside, and it does have new book smell. That should tell you how. That should tell you. You know, if you get to page 19, it has the old book smell, but once you get past that, it has new book smell. And that's because, honestly, I know. Look, my sister tried to sell me on the Harry Potter books, and honestly speaking, I was bored by page 23. And I made it 23 pages in to the Harry Potter books, and I just fell out because I was bored. And, you know, I like sci-fi. I love the genre. But I couldn't get through this, which was written by by a world-renowned sci-fi novelist. I think I would want to see what this man's theories were behind, you know, bettering yourself. And I tried to read this, and there was no way possible I could get past page 19. Now, I'm telling you, I tried this several times, and I could never get past page 19. I kept on falling asleep. And I'm going to attempt to read it again, just so I can see what the big hoopla is, because, you know, Scientology just seems odd to me. It just seems very odd, in the sense that, if you notice, it's just like celebrities are really the only ones that are Scientologists. I mean, you do have regular people that are Scientologists. Yes, you do. But if you look at the people, at the way that they look like they're zombies. Really, 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 really happy zombies. And it's scary, because this lady was uber happy. Uber happy. Like, if you've ever seen the original Batman, you remember the original Batman movie? You remember when Joker put this chemical in there, where if you mix two products together, it gave you that permanent smile where you were like, and you died that way? Yeah, it was like that. But they were alive, and they had a pulse, and they were talking. And that's how this lady came out to me. And silly me, when I bought the book from her, she gave me a receipt, and when she gave me the receipt, you know, I found it kind of weird that for a receipt, I had to write my address on there. Me not thinking, I write my address, she takes one copy, and she gives me a copy, and I go off my merry way. And then the letters started coming. I got a letter like a month later after buying the book. And then it became 2 letters. It was a letter a month, and then it became 2 letters a month. And it wasn't until last year when I wrote them back and told them, look, all I wanted to do was read the book to find out what was the big deal about Scientology and about this book. I never was really interested in joining the church, but they finally stopped writing me. I had left this apartment, moved for 2 years, and came back, and it was still sending me letters here and over there. And it was bugged out. It was crazy. But, to each their own. To each their own. See, folks, I'm not trying to disrespect Scientology, but here's my whole deal. Certain religions, there are the religions that are actual religions, that they have like their historical basis, or they're just the stories are just so old, there's no way it could, it couldn't be like, whatever, like this right here. I'm talking about a story that's like, what, 2,000 years old. Still no free plugs. But then you have other religions like Jedi or Klingon, or even this, that have a basis in fiction. Now, I've pretty much read the cliff notes on this religion, and they believe that aliens fell from the sky, landed in a volcano, they died, but their spirits dispersed out of the volcano and went across the globe, and that each of their spirits are trapped within us, and they're just awaiting our, they're waiting for us to reach our full potential. Or at least that's what I heard. And like I said, I don't knock anybody on their beliefs, because I really don't. I don't knock anybody on their beliefs because, let's face it, there's a lot of contradiction in this book. That's why there should be a how to read this book page in this book. But not for nothing, like, certain religions are just, they're not religions, and well, I'm not going to say they're not religions, but there are some religions that aren't religions, like Klingon or Jedi. People, Jedis, really? Jedis are sci-fi. They're from Star Wars. Klingons are from Star Trek. I mean, and I'm surprised that Klingons were a religion and Vulcan wasn't. Or even Ferengi. Anywho, I mean, everyone is entitled to believe what they want to believe. Everybody is entitled to believe what they want to believe. I mean, you have people that still believe in Santa Claus, that believe that the Easter bunnies are real, whatever. Even in their adulthood, they believe it. But, while you may have your own beliefs, you're entitled to your own beliefs, it's not right to go and push your beliefs on other people, like the Scientologists try to do with me. They seen that I bought this book. My intentions were just to figure out what the deal was with this book, with the whole Scientology belief and everything. And they decided that because I piqued interest in reading this book, that I was going to completely change my religious standpoint and go and become a Scientologist. Dude, I have a Bible, and I'm not even a practicing Catholic, and my family's Catholic. So what makes you believe that because I bought your Dianetics book, I'm going to become a Scientologist? It's all about piquing interest, and that's what the book did. And that's all. I mean, I'm going to attempt to read the book again, but for now, I'm just, whatever. I mean, I'll let you guys know if I actually do accomplish it, but, whatever. Anywho, I got like 11 seconds left, so people, respect one another, and Just do you. Later. Oh, shit. I went over 20 minutes. Shit. Okay. Um. All right. Well. Okay. Since I went over 20 minutes, let me just say what I'm gonna say. Okay. Everybody, we have to learn to respect one another's beliefs. We have to learn to be able to coexist. If one person believes one thing, if one person believes one thing and another person believes another, we should be able to sit at a table and have a conversation and talk like decent human beings. But we have to be able to do it without pushing that our beliefs on another person. Because once you push your beliefs on someone else, that's when you pull the ultimate disrespect. We all have to share this planet. Why can't we coexist, right? Anywho, oh Jesus, I went to the 21-minute mark. Okay. Anywho, I'm gonna cut it off because I don't know how long I have left. So, until next time, folks, I want everyone to take care of themselves. I want everybody to to try and respect one another. And if you do happen to practice a religion and you have friends that practice another religion, don't try to push your religion on another person. You can always share your beliefs. You can always share your beliefs. Maybe even make your beliefs coexist. But you cannot push your beliefs on someone else and think it's going to be all cool, because you never know, you might be disrespecting another person. So, don't do it. Just have a meeting of the minds. And there's my girlfriend. There's my girlfriend. So, folks, until next time, I'm going to cut it off because I'm actually at the 22-minute mark. Um, this is Necro Black. The F66 Party Animal. The Beastly One. And VF's. And Sinful Dreams. Favorite luchador. And, I'm out. Oh, wait. Cheap plug. One cheap plug before I go. And it's not Pepsi. It's Ether. Ether Party next Thursday on the 17th? 16th? Shit. Oh, I messed up the plug. Oh my god, I messed up the plug. How did I mess up the plug? Wait. There we go, on the 16th. On the 16th. Damn, I'm stupid. But then again, it's late night and I haven't slept yet, so. Anyway. Ether Party. Red, black, and white. Red, black, and white masquerade ball. Free admission, 21 and over. Feel free to come through. Bring your friends. I'm going to be there. I'm the unofficial, official mascot of the Ether Parties. And I'm going to be there with my girlfriend, Thorn. She just texted me. She's actually waiting for the bus to move so she can go home. And that's about it, folks. Until the next vlog, like I said, just respect one another. Live, coexist, be peaceful, and live honestly. All right. Later, folks. Peace.